Man, joint practices, when you young, they can be fun. Okay, you get to compete, and you get to compete with somebody that's not on your team, especially if it's after the first 2 weeks of training camp. You get to finally bang with some other guys. That you don't get you have to see every day. It's not in your locker room all the time that you're not competing with and competing against at the same time. At least at that time, when you get to joint practices, you can at least be just competing against whoever lined up across from you, and it's not your teammate. So the joint practices can be fun or be cool until it's two of them bitches and both coaches still thinking about going full speed on the second one. And you still got to play these niggas that same Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. So it can get rough for some, some guys, especially in the dead heat, and you playing and you trying to make the team and you practicing a lot, you getting a lot of reps. You're going to get a lot of reps in the game. It can be that way, but I want to say for sure my best joint practice was against the Bucks, 2018. Got a lot of reps of defense shit, you know what I'm saying? DNP just got there, he was fucking with my shit. I was just fucking with playbook because I love DNP playbook. Simple. Like, but it's like, it looked exotic as fuck, but it's literally all the same shit. He just moves you around. So if you just know where to line up, you straight. And you got to know where the fuck you're dropping because his drops are amazing. You could be lined up all the way to the left. You can drop all the way to the right. It's just going to happen. But you just got to let it happen and trust him, man. It'd be like that. You got to trust him on what he tell you go do. You know what I'm saying? Hit the blitzes, stay under, stay on top. You know what I'm saying? You can or you cannot add. Like he let it be clear and you let you play. So it was cool when he was giving me lots of reps in practice. And man, I remember Tampa came out ran this like cross country with the running back. Running back stands, it's a gun trip, so he hands far. So the running back is away from three receivers, and this man ran behind the quarterback, and they like try to dump that bitch off to him. So that means I man to man. So that means I gotta go through all these people just to try to even get close. I don't know. As soon as that man took a step, I just took off. They tried to run their receivers into me, try to maybe play chicken. But I learned this in college, bro. Some coach, I don't know why. I think he was lying to me, to be honest. It was an offensive coach telling me this shit in practice on some random shit. He was like, but it did make sense. That's why I believe him. He was like when you run at a receiver, you don't have to worry about the receiver going under you because that mean they'll be going into the line and shit. It made sense, but I never heard nobody else say that. So I was like, oh, they had two receivers coming at me. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna keep straight because I'm thinking, oh, this nigga said I ain't gotta worry about these niggas going under. So I'll just dip my shoulder, kind of stay under them. Boom, they already on top of me. I slid between them niggas, get through. Made the little tag off because, we was in practice. Made the little tag off, lit. The same play that I got, I got the penalty, I took my helmet off. That preseason game, I get in that game. These niggas line up in the same formation. And I see it. I'm like, oh, these niggas third and like 3 or 4, bro. I'm like, oh, these niggas think they slick. They finna run that shit again. So I'm anticipating that shit. But this nigga took off the other way. And they tried to dump him. Now I'm like, oh, y'all tried me, bitch. I still stopped your shit. And so I had to take my helmet off, bro. And I had to flex on him. And I just had got that mouthpiece in. It was, you know what I'm saying, a grill mouthpiece with the looks of diamonds in it. Did that. It'd be $100 from Canada though. But yeah, that's why I did that. And plus, it was so saying it was lit. Been practicing against these folks all week. It was like little chess checkers move type shit. It was just some moves. Boom, they hit me. They see I busted that joint in practice on the same type of third down play. Matter of fact, that's what type of period it was. It was all third down shit. And boom, nigga, in the game coming, I was thinking the same. Well, I see that it could be the same thing, but just some told me, oh, that's what it was. I saw that the running back was even with the quarterback instead of slightly behind the quarterback. So yeah, he can get around. And I just like, oh yeah, I can't go too far. Well, some just told me not to just move because I was about to go inside. I was like, nah, I'll just stay kind of head up. And that nigga took off with that weak ass play. I had to slap him. I had to celebrate, bro. And plus, my helmet was already coming out. My helmet was already up here. Had to take that bitch on off, celebrate one time. Boom. That's what happened in that joint practice. So that was probably the best joint practice. I only had like 2 or 3. I was hurting one of them. I was probably happy as hell.
The Cowboys?
Yes, sir. And no, that shit was too hectic. Got them niggas going too hard. And we just got through out of a game, and then we come right into that shit. Oh, hell no. But the one against the Patriots, I was 7 years in, so 7, I think, something like that. So it was like, them niggas wasn't finna make a nigga do too much. They get like 1 rep on some special team shit, get a couple linebacker plays, and the nigga chilling hard, you know. Coaching, all that bitch. Hey, you know what I'm saying? You go right here, do the here, you know. But I was trying to fight with the snapper. He kept on trying to like pull, like every time, like it's a drill. Like he just supposed to snap, like put his hands up, and we just go head up with the guards, like 1-on-1 drills, pump return. But then like we crossed, like we would do one, like we would let them know, like, hey, we finna cross. I'm finna come over here, you know that. This man was like, snap that bitch. It's just basically 2-on-2. This nigga, including himself, and started snatching. I'm like, hey, bruh, this is not nothing to do with you. You just snapped the ball. So the man did that shit again, bruh. And I'm talking about, I ain't even go to the guard. I just turned to him and just dumped that nigga on his back and just didn't get up. And then I mean, awkward high. I was like, man, look, y'all better calm this nigga down, bruh. I ain't got time for this shit.
Gotta let him know, man.
I'm out here just trying to make it, man. Just trying to get by. Yeah, motherfuckers get like that sometimes when they out there. Get like that. But that's another thing. I don't know, that for me is like, you talk niggas you know, they still trying to break your ass off. Like, hey man, you know, fuck with me on that 1-on-1. I hate 1-on-1s, bro. 1-on-1 is the fakest fucking drill of all time. Cause it's literally just for the offense. Offense has the entire field, yes, the entire field, to do anything, even if you playing inside. Then they're gonna be like, oh yeah, it's an option route. Man. Now don't get it twisted, now niggas will lock that shit down. You know what I'm saying? Niggas will lock that shit down. But in reality, especially when you going from the 30, 35, you got the whole field. Even if you going from the 15, 20, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of grass for one person to have to cover on one person. That's a lot of grass. I never liked that drill at all. Like it's the same way with not even like 1-on-1 linebacker and running back blitz drills. I mean, they would say the off because Derrick Henry always say this for the defense. It's for the defense. But I mean, it's really not because we gonna got this little space that we can go to that we can rush to. And that's all we can do is make this move right here. It ain't like we can run around that way and then get to the quarterback. Like, we got to make a move on the running back, and we got to know what this running back do. Now, it can get easier as time go on because we know, like, all right, you know that they trying to take it your way inside. Some of them like try to hit your head up and then go inside. But you start learning who do what and how they pick up their blitzes. You know, so some you can't hand swipe because they bring their hands up late. Some do have their hands up and then move them and then put them back, replace them like some old lineman shit. So it's just you just gotta know who you fucking with, and then you can't bull rush. So they take out at least 80% of linebackers' moves right there. Nigga, the snatch and pull, my main go-to. What you mean? I'm gonna headbutt your ass, push you, then just pull myself through. I'm close. I'm in that bitch somewhere. But that's the drills, man. Then the drill that used to get niggas put on the scene. And then you can't even tackle. See, these days, you can't tackle a person, get them down, and be like, oh, maybe I did. You know what I'm saying? Like, I won that. He got down. Like, these days, you can't tackle like that, especially on a one-on-one drill like that. Some people do, most teams don't. But we had this drill where you stand, it's 15-yard drill, so you stand in both in the middle and facing opposite ways. It's 3 cones. Coach gonna point at a cone before you take off and tell you gotta run around that cone and come back, and you got a one-on-one tackle right back at the same line. Y'all got to. And I'm talking about it's been some niggas get embarrassed. I'm sure everybody had those type of drills and seen those type of drills. It's like, damn. But this one, it can just leave you hurt, bro. Like, I didn't see niggas down there. But go to the locker room type shit. Like, that was horrible. Like niggas get coached up right after. Like it had been bad, but it had been good time. Like I didn't see some good, you seen some bad, but then you see the guys that just smart enough to know how to work the drill in their favor. Like know what to do. Like know this might not be real game time shit, which actually that drill is because the angle tackle with space, so it's a real actual drill, but or a game time situation. But you know that you can run around the corner real fast, turn around, get to the line before they do, and take away one side. You gonna win that drill every time. There's guys that do that. I was that nigga. Man, I'm getting to that cone so goddamn fast, and my head gonna turn around for my feet. I'm looking with this nigga. Okay, run to the line, boo boo. Inside, go home, taking away, smack you on the hip. Good shit, Bates. Easy. You know, dap everybody up. Boom. I'm done with that drill. Guess what? I ain't gotta go no more. If I go again, stripes up. Bates going again, damn. You know, that's a how it be. KB going again, damn. Mount going again, that's when all the young fellas get their put on blast, and then next thing you know, the next time you do that drill, you ain't gotta go at all. You making all the little young niggas go over and over. Oh, you guys shook? Get your ass back out here. Not getting me, baby. See? Niggas gonna learn. See? We gonna start making goddamn rookies pay for this class. This one-on-one session right here telling you how to win in training camp. Nigga, and have all type of niggas that just won in training camp come back and just tell you how they win in training camp. I'm telling you. That's what I was trying to tell these young niggas I be working out with now. Like, man, you better, especially undrafted, they both undrafted. Man, you better get it out your head. You think you finna get them carries, boy. You better get them in your position work. That's the time you gonna get the pill in your hand. Other than that, you better get rest of special teams. And if you think you too good for that, your chances are deeply cut. And it's over with. Now, there's been some that can tote the ball and not play that much special teams, but they don't last too much. They don't last too long. Ain't nobody got time for that. I don't know too many coaches that's just gonna think, no head coach wise, that's gonna say, yeah, he'll be all right one day. And then, but you can't, he'll be good in the future as running back, but special teams, you ain't giving shit.